Welcome to the Mayor Show. Boy, we have an exciting show today. I'm serious things from 20 years ago that we're celebrating. Smarty Jones. Here in Bensalem, Smarty Jones, not here, but took over the whole country. He was a small horse with a big, big heart that won 2 races, Triple Crown, and unfortunately, third race was a little tough. But we're here to talk about the anniversary, the 20th anniversary that's going to be celebrated this Saturday, the 24th, over at the racetrack here in Bensalem at Parx, of course. And we're going to talk about, we have a couple great guests here today. To my right, I have Jeff Matty. Jeff is Executive Director of the Horsemen. And Jeff, well, let me introduce Chris, too, before we get started. Chris Griffin. I know you work with them. Explain to us what you do.
Produce, host, have an opportunity to just really highlight the horsemen and follow them around and market the product as well and make sure that we're showing our best foot forward and making sure that we take care of the horses and bringing that to
Okay, he'll be showing me up because this guy calls races and everything else. But bear with me. I'll try to stay competitive anyway. Jeff, tell us about yourself, what you do, and then get into the great races.
Sure, and we just want to thank you for having us on. We were very excited
come
when you
on.
offered us the opportunity.
This is Bensalem.
I'm
the Bensalem guy, too.
Yeah, Bensalem, born and raised. I'm the Executive Director of the Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association. We represent over 2,500 people, whether that be owners or trainers at Parx Racing who call Parx home. We're very proud. We have a president, we have a board of directors, and it's a great organization that represents the best interest of the horsemen day in and day out. We don't work for the racetrack, we work with the racetrack. So we have a great relationship with Joe Wilson of Parx and their entire team.
And how important it is. Because of the racing and the thoroughbreds is why we have a casino in Bensalem. And it was all about that, saving thoroughbred racing. Yeah. So, I mean, and it's done a good job.
Oh, it's done a tremendous job.
Yes.
Tremendous
so we want to get over, Chris, give us a little bit now. You can give us some detail of what you really do all the time and how you get it done.
Yeah, getting an announcer to be quiet, that's the tough part of the job there. But have had an opportunity to call horse races and have really enjoyed it. Actually started on the West Coast, made my way east, was at Parx for a year and was able to call the races there for a year, and now have recently gone to New York and doing some things up there. But to have the opportunity to work with the PTHA and come back, work with Jeff and the entire team, it's great. So I've been able to just market and have a good time. We put a lot of different graphics and videos and everything else that, I love this studio actually, I'd like to borrow this. But we have a great TV show that we have every Saturday. We've had that long running now for almost 30 years, Let's Go Racing. I'm a part of that. I get a chance to host that. And this is what I enjoy doing. I enjoy talking to people, getting to know people, and going back and forth and talking about horse racing. And of course, one of the most famous, definitely the most famous horse from Pennsylvania.
Smarty,
right there.
Smarty. And we have to talk about first Pat Chapman.
Yep,
And
Mrs. Chapman.
then we got to talk about, and they'll put this up later, John Service was the trainer who still trains horses there and was
Still
going to
trains
be here
horses.
today. He couldn't make it. But anyhow, bring us what we're doing Saturday now. This is big.
So Saturday, it's Smarty Jones Day. So it's 2024 Smarty Jones Day. And Mayor, what the big reason for Smarty Jones Day is it's our prep for Pennsylvania Derby Day. So on the third Saturday of September, Pennsylvania Derby Day, the races that are going to happen this Saturday, August 24th, are going to be prep races. Your race included, the Mayor's Mile. They're going to be prep races for our biggest day, Saturday, September 21st.
Yeah, that's coming fast.
Yep.
I can't believe September's on top of this. My goodness. Well, you guys are young. Days go slower for you. But well, you're my age. They're just flying, man. They're going by so quickly. I can't believe it. Summer's over almost. And talk about the track itself. The track is in great condition.
Oh, we're in great shape, Mayor. We had 156 racing days scheduled for this year, so we've been really, plugging along at a good clip. A lot of race days. On average, we race about 3 days a week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. The reasoning behind that is throughout the country, there's not many tracks that race those days, so we can be a big fish in a little pond, and it's been very successful for Parx. It's been very successful for our horsemen. And on a side note, it allows our horsemen, our owners, and our trainers to have some family time on the weekend. Primarily, thoroughbred racing is a weekend sport, but at Parx, if you operate at Parx year-round, you do have the ability, your weekends, there's some family time in there. So it's really a win on all accounts.
And this Saturday, like we say, is a prep for the Pennsylvania Derby Day, which is always a big day.
It's one of the biggest days in racing.
Yeah.
We have two $1 million races. We have the Grade 1 Pennsylvania Derby and the Grade 1 Cotillion Stakes. So it's not just a big day in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania Derby Day is nationally recognized as one of the biggest racing days in the country.
Yeah, and we want them to come for prep.
Absolutely.
This coming Saturday. It's
coming
very,
Saturday.
very important that we go out there and watch there's nothing more beautiful than thoroughbred racing, really. They call it a sport of kings, don't they? Isn't that one of the things they name it
I
at?
don't think I've ever been called a king, but yes, it is definitely the sport of kings. And we glossed over the Mayor's Mile. How about that?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
the
it.
named race. That's a big deal on a big day like
Are
Smarty
you
Jones.
calling it?
I am not.
I wanted you to call it.
Jessica Paquette,
Our track announcer.
Yeah.
is the track announcer.
Yeah.
Parx, doing a great job. But yeah, the Mayor's Mile is going to be fantastic.
Yeah, I can't wait.
State representative sprint.
Yep.
So I mean, that's just
Casey Tomlinson. We have a race
Yeah,
named after Casey
for Casey,
Tomlinson.
yeah.
So,
Yeah,
man, you guys must have known the right people in the right places. Who would have done that?
Jeff, he's the guy. Here's the architect
Who
right
would have
here.
done that?
Ben Salem guy. He's the architect. And I can't wait for it, really. We're going to have some fun there. And what time's racing start that
So
day?
racing that day starts at 12:40.
12:40 starts the
first
racing?
post.
Okay.
Your race will go off around 3:15.
Okay, well, we want to get there early.
Yep,
Really.
absolutely.
Can you give me
Absolutely.
a tip on who's going to win my race?
We will know who is running in your race a little bit later this afternoon.
Oh,
So we'll know who's
oh,
running
boy.
a little bit later this afternoon.
How many
Morning
horses?
of, I will let you know. Probably, we're hoping for a full field. You know, any race like your caliber should be in the 8 to 10 range. So we'll
Oh,
see. We'll
great.
see if that transpires.
Great. It's going to be great weather.
Yep.
The weather's going to be fantastic.
You always want good weather.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of those things where you just never know. That's the one
Yeah.
thing you cannot plan.
Well, the
So you try-
handicappers go for a mud track.
No, we're always right. Handicappers are always right. We always make the top selections, but it's going to be a lot
I'll
of fun.
tell you, it's really going to be a lot of fun. We don't normally get a lot of fun shows. You know, we're always talking serious stuff all the time. But this is going to be a fun time. Smarty Jones, if any of you remember, 20 years ago, had taken over the country. I mean, everybody talked about Smarty Jones. It was the biggest thing for us here in Ben Salem to have the owner that lived, or Pat didn't live here, but certainly John Service did. It was a big, big thing. I'll never forget one of the radio stations did something at, it was a McDonald's down here. They broadcast on Street Road from there. And I walked in with a few of the people, right? We were going to go in, and the guy said, "Here comes the mayor with his posse." And I'll never forget as long as I live. But we were excited. We were going to do so many things, and we did.
Yep.
We did. We did a lot of things, but we never got the name Street Road, which I always wanted to do as Smarty Jones Boulevard, or So that was one of the things.
I will say, being from the West Coast, I didn't grow up out here, so I didn't know if I got really the full impact of Smarty Jones and his kind of whole scope of the wide reach he had. But John Service, who couldn't make it today, was also talking about how even now, 20 years later, it's starting to build up again, that you're starting to feel that
yeah.
energy because, and I've told people this, this is something that I truly, truly believe. I think if you asked the casual race fan, if you went outside and we just asked 5 people to name a racehorse, name a couple racehorses that you know. If it was in this region, of course, they would say Smarty Jones. But I think nationally, I think they would say Smarty Jones. I don't know if it's the name. I don't know if it's the story.
I think
or
it's the
just
heart
way
this
that he
horse had. This
captured
horse had
that
a heart.
something.
And actually, that horse could have raced it. I think I could have kept on racing. That horse wasn't like he couldn't race anymore.
Sure.
But the owners, that's the choice they made. And the horse is right now in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Yes, the horse is back here in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Where's the horse at?
He's at Equistar, which is about an hour and a half just
From
west of here. Yep.
That's a shame. Can't bring him down. That would have really brought the house down.
He came down a few years ago. He's getting,
I remember.
He's 23 years old now, so
Yeah.
getting up there in age. But yeah, he's
Yeah.
living a great life on the farm, and he's doing a stud career. So yeah, Smarty is alive and well.
And Pat Chapman, who's the owner, will be there Saturday. Am I correct?
Yep, Mrs. Chapman's coming. She's coming with her whole family. I think they're going to have a dozen. John Service is coming. You're coming with a big
Yeah.
crew, so should be a great day. Looking, like you guys said, looking forward to great weather, great racing, and it springs us forward into Pennsylvania Derby Day on that third Saturday of September. So it's the most exciting time to be at Parx right now.
You know, I have to tell you, you've raised the bar over there. You really have, Jeff. I'm serious. In the
Appreciate
last
that.
couple of years, he's really raised the bar.
Appreciate
and
that.
how the track was doing, and it's just incredible, and I'm so grateful that what you're doing to save this.
Well, we follow by you. You say teams win. We have a heck of a team over there.
Yes,
we have a heck of a team.
That's all I talk about. Nobody gets it done by yourself, right?
Absolutely.
You can talk by yourself.
I can.
The rest of us.
I didn't know I was tapping in. They said John Service couldn't make it. Chris, come on, just jump on over there. That's a hard substitution to make. I mean, come on, legendary Hall of Fame trainer John Service, and now this guy, this track announcer.
I'll give you a second to last word. What do you want to talk about?
I won't say second to last word, but there are going to be some giveaways. There's some giveaways on Saturday, and there's a Smarty Jones. It's Smarty Jones Day, so we've got they're one of a kind. Only year they've ever been made, but we can't leave here without the Smarty Jones jersey. There's a Smarty Jones jersey here that we've got. I'm going to get that camera there. It says Kentucky Derby on the front, and of course Smarty Jones with the number on the back. There's a very limited number of these, Mayor.
Wow.
We're going to give.
For me?
Well, I got a few.
Now I should have come out here with this. I should have come out with this one. Oh, thank you.
So we have a limited number of those, but I believe Jeff would be okay with us making
absolutely, no problem.
It's a great day to celebrate, and we appreciate everything.
Well, I'm on my way to losing weight, so a little bit more. And
No, I got a couple different sizes over there.
I'm an extra large.
I got you covered.
Okay, this is beautiful. No kidding. And the back side of it. Boy, this brings back memories.
Yep.
Yeah.
You'll never forget that 15 when the number he crossed the wire with. So it was it's a number people remember to this day.
Yep. Well, I'm giving you the last word. Anything you want to talk about?
No, I just want to thank you, Mayor.
Well, you got an opportunity now.
You've been very supportive of the Horsemen. We have your back. You have our back. And I just want to let the fans know in Bensalem that Parx it's a premier racetrack in the country.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, we mainly race that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but when we do have Saturdays, we just got a new website, letsgoracingparx.com. We also have PATHA, PATHA.org. Please come out, check our calendar. When we race on the weekends, I really want to encourage the local Bensalem family to come on out. We have a lot of free giveaways, free parking, free admission, drink specials, great thoroughbred action.
Now, will the outside be open that day?
Outside, yep. The picnic grove will be open. So it's a great sport. And myself, Chris, our entire team, we just want to keep continuing to promote it. Smarty Jones took us on one heck of a ride 20 years ago, and we might not have a Smarty Jones yet. I hope he's close. One any year now.
No, you don't know.
But we still have a lot of great thoroughbred athletes, and more importantly, a lot of great people over at Parx and with the PTHA, and we just want to continue to build on that.
Yep, and don't forget, Saturday, the first race goes over at 12:40. Be there early. I think whatever race, you'll enjoy them all. There's one for me, Casey Thompson. What the heck? I don't mean anything. It's the racing that we want you to come see. And it's a privilege to go over and have a race. The Mayor's Mile. I'm not running. It's the horse. Don't forget. Mayor's Mile.
Oh, that's the next surprise we had for you.
Well, you better have Tommy Thomason at the other end. But anyway, if these guys want to add anything, go ahead.
The gates open at 11, so just make sure if you are going to come early, that's when the doors do open at 11. There is a cooler that's actually at the giveaway at the gate, so it's while supplies last. These are very special, so we may give some of these out, but the cooler is free, so if you come on out.
Okay,
and gates open at 11.
Looking forward.
Absolutely.
It's going to be a great day.
Looking forward to Saturday. You'll be there, and then we're looking forward to hopefully we'll come back on here when around Pennsylvania Derby time.
We will.
All right,
That's a given. That's a given. Absolutely. Well, everybody, I hope you come out 24th. It opens at 11. Come out and enjoy yourselves. A lot to do there at the track, too. I mean, it might even be able to enjoy outside. It's going to be a beautiful day. I already looked. And God forbid it rains after I say that, but it's not. It's not. And we look forward to seeing everybody there. We're going to have a great day here in Bensalem at Parx Racing. And Jeff, Christian, thank you. God bless you guys. Until next time, everybody, God bless.